Welcome back, fuckers.
We're back.
And front. We're all of the bit. We're the entire package. We've got our back, we've got our front, we've got up, and we've got down. We also have left and right. We are three-dimensional objects. We've got all 6 sides covered. Already today has started out in a fit of manic desperation. So
are we playing Umineko?
We are the first dawn of the first day. Oh, great. So now we'll get to see if anything was different.
Absolutely, there must be.
Well, here's the one thing I think is different. Didn't George just already propose to Jessica before this all started? Right? So
I thought he said he was gonna.
Oh, maybe that's it then. All right. Well, let's see what's different. They had eaten breakfast at a coffee shop in the station building. By chance, the inside of the shop had been decorated with Halloween colors, since it was October. Maria had seemed to be awfully pleased with that. For quite some time, she talked loudly inside the train about wanting to have a Halloween festival, without caring that she was attracting the attention of others. Halloween is popular in Europe and America, but people aren't that familiar with it in Japan. The shopping district was colorfully decorated with orange pumpkins. The costume parades of children demanding sweets and saying trick or treat were nowhere in sight. Ew, woo, woo, woo. I want a Halloween festival. I want to dress up as a witch. Probably. I don't want to wear these clothes. I want to... okay. I want to look like a witch.
We missed you, Maria.
I missed you too. Also, I can hear the fourth wall.
The family conference isn't for playing. We're going to meet grandfather, so you have to dress up nice. This is your nice outfit with the weird crown and stuff. It's a whole thing, don't ask.
Well, it wasn't completely full inside the train. It was really packed, with almost all the seats occupied by passengers. Maria was making a fuss among them, stomping her feet on the seat while Rosa scowled at her. Rosa had warned her many times to lower her voice, but Maria hadn't obeyed her at all. Once Maria got like this, no matter how much she tried to explain the situation or calm her, she wouldn't listen. Before, Rosa used to pamper Maria and give in to her at times like this, but that had probably been a mistake. Surely Maria had gained the mistaken impression that throwing a tantrum long enough would make her mother give up and do what Maria said. Rosa had realized that error with the help of an educational book, and since then, she'd hardened the part of her heart that wanted to pamper her beloved daughter. With her mutual understanding with Maria began to grow weaker and weaker. She began to get discouraged by her own powerlessness more and more often. Halloween! This is Halloween! I'm doing it, right?
That movie's not even out yet. How are you quoting it?
If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank.
I don't have any sweets to give you. We just ate breakfast.
If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank. If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank. Oh no, she's slapping a child now. A stout old woman who was sitting nearby as Maria stomped her feet picked a candy out of her handbag and held it out to Maria, who is 9 years old. I got sweet. Look, Mama. Happy Halloween, but in English.
Hey, Maria, you can't just accept sweets from strangers, right?
Why not? Why not?
You can't. Give it back.
What?
Just do it.
No. Oh, don't worry about it.
That's not even the right holiday.
And don't worry, just because I have Kumasawa voice does not mean I'm the same character. This is my only old lady voice. She's such a spirited young lady.
As in haunted by spirits.
How old is she? Maybe there's no malice in the old woman's words. However, Rosa seemed to find that remark extremely humiliating.
Maria, haven't I always told you not to accept sweets from strangers?
She gave it to me. That was mine.
Let go of it. How many times do I have to tell you to do what Mama says?
It's mine. I I'm 9 years old and this is very uncomfortable. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Don't I always tell you not to say ooh woo ooh woo?
That's not poggers. Rosa reflexively hit Maria violently on her cheek. In a flash, Maria started crying loudly. Rosa immediately took the candy from Maria's hand, pushed back towards the dumbfounded old woman sitting next to them.
Please, do not just give sweets to my daughter.
Oh, but I never. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'll have to remember this story later. I'm sure that I, an incidental side character, will never come up again. Breathing heavily, Rosa once again held the candy out to the old woman, getting flustered about what she could say for a few moments. Perhaps the old woman realized that her actions may have troubled this parent and child. She accepted the candy back, apologizing.
The slow fade on the face was really ominous.
After that, Rosa finally took notice of her surroundings. Her daughter's clothes were all messed up, she was crying and shouting with her nose dripping, and there were many dumbfounded passengers watching them. Except for the sound of the train running, the interior was completely silent. Fortunately, that pitiful silence didn't last more than a short while. However, it was followed by an even more painful atmosphere as everyone began to whisper. Maria shouted, cried, kicked, and stomped her feet, as usual, paying no heed to the people sitting around her. Impulsively, Rosa tried to slap her again, but she noticed the cold eyes of the people on the train, and couldn't.
Good.
Yeah. When the train stopped, Rosa forcibly pulled Maria's arm and got off, almost dragging her daughter along. Maria didn't stop crying. Rosa took her to the end of the platform and hit her cheek again. The moment she was hit, Maria stopped crying for an instant, but before long, she shouted and cried even more than before.
What the fuck did you think would happen?
Overwhelmed with emotion, Rosa grabbed the nape of Maria's neck and dragged her, tugging at her hair. Mom, it hurts. Mom, it hurts.
Didn't I tell you to shut up? That ooh of yours, I told you to stop. That's the reason you can't make friends in class, right? Get a hold of yourself. Why are you still a kindergartner inside your head? Why can't you do what Mama says? Why? Why?
With those severe words, Rosa hit Maria's cheek over and over again. The more Maria cried and shouted, the more Rosa hit her. The more Maria was hit, the more intensely she cried and shouted. Mama, it hurts. Mama, it hurts. Mama, save me. Mama, save me. Ooh. Wait, what?
Oh? Is Rosa not her mom?
That definitely seems to be what was just implied there. Hold up. Hold up. Father's identity is unknown.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Hear me out.
Yes.
Father's identity is unknown. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe Rosa had a child with someone else. And then whoever the husband was raised Maria with a different mother.
Maybe.
And then
Or maybe Rosa's the father.
Damn, maybe Rosa's the father.
I don't think that's it. But
I mean,
you can't rule it out.
I like the thought, but you're treading on some very tepid waters here. So it's like, you got to be very careful how this game plays that. Also, there's the really suspect box where her father would go.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Sometime we're gonna go back to the tip screen and it'll just be filled in and we'll be like, who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is this Chad?
Why can't you stop saying ooh? This is exactly why you can't make friends.
Oh, I can't make friends because I don't have my own skins on Fortnite.
And that too. This is why Papa's business trip never ends.
Oh.
This is why I...
Excuse me, ma'am. Is everything all right?
Do you want something?
The one who timidly called her was the station attendant. Rosa glared at the attendant with a look that said, "Don't butt into the problems of a mother and child, stranger." Of course, the attendant surely hadn't wanted to get involved either. However, Rosa had been yelling on the platform for a much longer time than she had imagined. Her emotional scolding had led the passengers on the platform to advise the attendant to call out to her. Rosa yelled at the attendant, saying not to worry anymore since they'd be getting on the next train. And finally, or rather for the second time, she noticed the passengers on the platform staring at her from a distance. Rosa sweat slightly and felt a breeze make her sweat go cold, tormenting her. Maria still kept on crying, shielding her own head. Of course, if this beating continued, she'd probably keep crying indefinitely.
I did it. Again.
The terrible heat in Rosa's head faded. She knew she had surrendered her soul to evil again. Mama, 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 come back! Yeah, she definitely has a different... Okay. Gears turning. The Ushiromiya family owns an orphanage.
Yeah?
Could Maria have been a child from that orphanage Rosa then took and raised as her own? I guess that would be difficult to, like, then pass the route, then, like, create the ruse that, oh, shoot.
I don't know, maybe.
But, like, in order to, like, pass that off, then Maria would have had to have been too young to even recognize her original mother.
Mm-hmm.
So, why is she calling for Mama? Rosa fell to her knees and hugged Maria, whose face was all soggy with tears and mucus.
Maria, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Mama, Mama, welcome back, welcome back. Finally, Maria realized that her mother... Oh, okay, no, we're doing it this way. Realized that her mother was her mother again. She clung to her mother's body and cried, burying her face in her mother's chest.
Forgive your bad mama. Forgive your bad mama. I'm so sorry. Please don't hate your mama.
I'm just fine. Won't hate Mama. Mama was only being possessed by the bad witch again. But you came back, so I'm just fine.
Yeah, that's right. Mama was just being possessed by the bad witch again.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
For a long time, the two of them hugged each other, asking for and sharing words of forgiveness. After a while, they calmed down and both moved back at the same time. Maria's face and Rosa's face were both deep red after crying their eyes out.
Do you want to have a Halloween festival, Maria?
Yes. I wanted to show this pumpkin marshmallows to George Oni-chan and Jessica Oni-chan.
It's a candy they'd been selling near the cash register at the shop where they'd eaten breakfast. A fancy sweet, and a big orange marshmallow in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern attached to the tip of a stick. Maria had wanted it and had insistently pestered Rosa for it. Rosa had refused, saying there was no way she could buy sweets right after breakfast.
Then, Maria, I don't know if they sell those in this town or not, but let's get off and try searching for them, okay?
Yeah, I love you, Mama. I love you so much. Thank you.
I love you too, Maria.
The truth was that they didn't have time to waste loitering around at a stopover station. If they missed the airplane, they'd fall half a day behind schedule. She should have left home with more time to spare, but she'd ended up leaving late after choosing Maria's clothes. Because of that, Rosa had been a bit impatient since the morning. She looked at the clock. They had to get on the next train immediately. But her daughter firmly joined hands with her to go buy the sweet with her mother, and that hand was warm. To Rosa, she was now as more important to renew her bonds with Maria. To her, Maria was not only a beloved daughter, she was everything Rosa had. Fortunately, they could see a big supermarket right in front of the station. They might not be able to find exactly the same sweet, but Maria could probably be happy with a similar one. Besides, Rosa couldn't show up with a face swelled from crying. She must fix her makeup.
Maybe we won't find a marshmallow exactly like that one, but hopefully we can find something like it. Let's buy some and surprise all your cousins together.
Yeah, as long as we buy it together, any three is fun.
They exited through the turnstiles into the station in this unknown town. Maria walked across the pedestrian crossing together with her mother, chuckling to herself as though she was walking in an amusement park. Both faces were still deep red, but the two of them, mother and child, smiled warmly at each other without any restraint.
Odds on Rosa actually getting possessed by a witch?
I don't know.
We know it happens.
It does. I don't know, or I don't like. See, I'm torn between, because we know witches are real.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that Maria also has a very unhealthy mindset for her age, and I do think some of that is just her projecting.
Absolutely.
I just don't know where the two kind of end, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, look, it's Nazi. This time without gun.
Howdy, I'm back. And I'll have you know, I do have the gun. It's behind my back. It's a surprise gun.
Oh, God. I think it's a good time to break in the coffee.
Okay.
Still, drink straight from the can or pour over ice. All right.
Dear.
Oh, sorry.
What?
What? Why
Click,
is it like
click
this?
don't switch. Click don't switch.
Okay. Well, it says we're still going, so we'll keep going.
What are you doing in a place like this?
Oh, it's you! I wish there would be enough time for me to open my coffee. Perfect. It is adequate. It's nothing. I just find this a pleasant place to think.
All of our preparations for today have been completed. Why don't we have some tea and relax while we wait?
Forgive me. I'm always making you handle such troublesome matters.
Please. Rely on me even more. I am your wife.
Naturally, I'm grateful to have you always coming to my aid. That's precisely why I'm able to devote myself to my work.
I understand. I understand about your work. And the topic of father's inheritance, right?
That has nothing to do with you.
I believe it do. I have one gun that says that inheritance may well be
I
mine.
keep telling you not to hide a weapon inside of your coat skirt.
I see. You prefer open carry.
It's nothing more than a fishing for rotten meat amongst greedy siblings.
It's okay, dear. Everything will go well. Your businesses have never failed to work themselves out.
Natsuhi softly cuddled close to Krause's shoulder. She complimented Krause on his hard work, but Natsuhi knew better than anyone that his work wasn't going well. Krause's project was something like a seesaw where a large amount of money swings. Big investments can lead to massive payoffs, but like large seesaws, they tend to shake a lot while moving very slowly, instead of showing immediate results. At times, it's possible to make further investments, so the seesaw inclines faster towards the side you want. Of course, you'd only do that if you were confident you'd be able to recover all your investments in the not-so-distant future. However, these seesaws Krause chose never turned out quite as he would like them to. His foresight wasn't wrong, but the times were moving sluggishly. They never managed to catch up with him. For example, think of a literal seesaw placed in a park. It's a really popular item, so there's always someone playing on it, and you've got to wait a long time for your turn. Say that one day you spotted one of those seesaws that was completely unused, and you raced to grab it first and have it all to yourself. However, unless someone got on the opposite side of the seesaw, you wouldn't be able to play on it. What if a lot of time passed and nobody came to the opposite end? Seesaws are popular, so if you wait long enough, a companion will surely show up. Krause noticed something. The weather's getting worse, so nobody's coming outside to play. but seesaws are popular, so surely someone will come eventually. If he vacated this place because of the worsening weather, it would certainly be snatched away. And once again, he'd end up longingly gazing from a distance at someone else having fun on the seesaw.
I can't believe Kraus predicted the subprime crisis, but decided to buy anyway.
On one side of the seesaw, he continued to wait patiently, all alone. That was Kraus's project, and his current situation. Nah, if only I had a bit of more courage, and the self-confidence to believe in my own foresight, I would never have failed.
Yes, that's true. The seesaw business is a surefire investment.
I think you're missing the point here, dear.
I do not believe so. I was listening to that narration about seesaws.
How can you hear my inner narration? I'm gonna continue drinking my Brio Coffee Works Nitro Flash chilled coffee.
Why, thank you for that project placement. Your foresight is never wrong. You are the only one who inherited Father's resourcefulness.
It is adequate.
You inherited an innate disposition that none of the other siblings did.
Nah, but I could never believe in it. Oh my god, my angry sprite. What does that look like in the new images? Nah. I always shut my own projects down like a coward. Why can't I believe in myself? Who would believe in a man who can't believe in himself?
Well, dear, believe in the me who believes in you.
I'm glad we were both on the same page there. Nobody believes. I wonder if that's a theme, the believing.
Probably.
Believing makes it happen.
Probably.
Because, you know, I'm always sitting on the seat where the losers must sit, and my father, my mother, my siblings all sneer at me. How long is it going to take for me to be set free of this emotional complex? Just how long will it take?
Have you considered therapy, dear?
What? What is therapy?
I forgot, they have not invented that yet.
Natsuhi was the only one who knew. Only she knew of Kraus's anguish. As the eldest son of the Ushiromi family, who would soon be forced to bear an immense responsibility, he couldn't open his pained heart to anyone, and was always getting compared to his father's great enterprises.
I've made preparations concerning all other matters, so that you will be able to devote your attention even, entirely to the family conference. Yes, everything else has been seen too.
Nah, my wife. Have I ever told you how much I appreciate that Osakan accent of yours?
Why, thank you. Will there be... Wait, is that me?
Thank you. Now this is probably me.
Okay.
Will there be any problems dealing with father?
No. Ganji and Dr. Nanjo are on our side. I'll never allow those greedy siblings to make contact with father.
What? That's
something. We are learning a lot of things.
I can't tell if this is context for what's already happened or if this is changing the setup.
I know, right?
Hello, Goda here.
I died a long time ago.
Yes, please, leave it to me. I'm anxious to put my skills to work for the big annual job. In the kitchen, multicolored ingredients were gathered and the preliminary arrangements were promptly being started. Even though it was still morning, the ingredients for dinner were already in saucepans and steaming. Normally he had to deal with several assorted matters, but on the day of the family conference, he could devote himself entirely to cooking. To Goda, who was originally a chef, this was surely the greatest gala occasion of the whole year. Yes, dinner will be calf steak. A wonderful cut of meat is already anxiously waiting for tonight in the refrigerator.
Whose calf is it from?
That's not important. Please be sure to look forward to dinner. Who is he addressing?
I don't know.
It was rare for Go to be in this good of a mood towards his fellow servants. Go bragged about being the Ushiromi family's personal chef, and knowing he was considered worthy to display his excellent cooking at the family conference was his greatest honor. Understood? Oh.
Is this Genji?
Understood. I will leave everything to you. Also, is Kumasawa there? Kumasawa-san? I happened to see her earlier, but she is not here. Perhaps she went to get things ready in the guest house. Is she loafing around again? No, it is fine. Please continue with your work. Yes, leave everything to me. Goda.
Yes, it's me, Goda.
Definitely, it's me, Goda. Definitely not someone else taking over my body and asserting my own. Genji placed the telephone back on the receiver, sighing lightly. Genji sighed once again, thinking of Kumasawa, who was probably hiding again even though things were this busy, and the ostentatious Goda, who only felt like doing anything on a day when he could show off.
Excuse me. The preparations for all the rooms in the guest house are complete.
We received instructions from Milady to prepare a room for 4 people, so that the children can spend the night together. What shall we do?
I hear Battler Sama will be coming for the first time in 6 years. Presumably, Milady wants to stay up late into the night with her 3 cousins. Make the preparations. You do not need to tell Madam.
I see. Certainly.
So tonight we'll have the late shift followed immediately by the morning shift. Looks like these 2 days will be tiresome.
Speaking of which, the weather forecast is saying a typhoon will strike in this area.
Oh, that probably means nothing.
I'm sure it'll just be a regular typhoon. Will everything be all right?
Assuming the typhoon doesn't stray too far from its course, it may affect the boat ride back with family members. The family conferences scheduled might be extended until Monday or Tuesday. Our task may be a long and tiring one, but I earnestly ask that you take care not to make any blunders. Shannon, remain calm and do not panic. And especially do not continue to play with that ring that you now have.
I have to. I have to fidget. It's mandatory. And this is a good fidget because it's quiet.
Yeah. I'm not making fun of you.
Okay.
I was elaborating more in universe about how the new ring Shannon has.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure you were.
Definitely was not subtweeting my wife for continuing to play with our wedding ring.
I have to. So I used to fidget with pens, and that was fucking infuriating because it was loud, constant click, 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 click. Aren't you glad I stopped doing that?
Whenever we renew our vows, I'm just sticking a fidget spinner on you.
That's okay.
Cannon, be sure to greet our guests in a sociable manner.
Yes, I'll be careful.
I'll be careful as well.
Today, we must conduct ourselves in a manner suitable for a very important guest. See to it that you make no blunders. Very important guest? Which guest is the very important guest?
Is it Battler or Beato?
Right? It's because you seem to be saying that this is different from usual, and the only differences in attendance are Battler or Beato.
Yep. That's interesting.
Interesting. We understand. All guests who visit here are important.
The side
Cannon.
eye.
In the truest sense, we will be receiving a very
The side
important
eye.
guest today. Make sure that you are prepared.
Yes, sir.
It's Beato. It is Beato.
Yep.
Shannon, is something the matter? You seem to be uneasy. Do you have some prior engagement at this time?
Engagement? What? What makes you say that?
It is simply a phrase we need to use an appointment that one must attend to.
Oh, that's a relief. No, it's nothing. My apologies.
Nason, important guests will be arriving today. Detach yourself from your private life.
I don't know what you mean by private life.
As Shannon blushed just a bit, she turned her gaze away from the clock. It was about time for the airplane carrying the family to arrive at Najima. She tried to hide the fact that her upcoming long-awaited reunion with George was making her heart race. But Cannon, who stood beside her, seemed to see right through her. So did Maria and Rosa get on that plane? Or train. Sorry, train. Or did they miss it because they were out buying sweets?
I'm confused because this looks like a bathroom fixture in the background.
I think George is in the airport practicing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck? The worst place to do that? Anyway, Shannon, please don't say a word and accept this.
Inside a bathroom stall, George was practicing something over and over, taking out a small velvet box hidden in his pocket. A quick draw desert gunman. Okay, so everything so far seems to be just same flavor in the build-up. Like, this is all just background for the same stuff we've already seen so far. Not, or at least it could be.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing definite yet that says this is different.
Wait till we get there when everybody arrives and Beato is just there as one of the regular guests and everyone acts like it's normal.
Oh no. I can see that. I can see them pulling that.
That's not it. Shannon likes men who are more assertive. I've gotta pump it up with more horsepower. Shannon, put this on your ring finger.
I'm told if you like it, I need to put a ring on it.
That's an order, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's one of those guys who posts bad videos of himself.
I'm the alpha male.
Yeah.
I'm the alpha in this relationship.
Exactly. If I don't say properly that it's on the left hand, maybe she'll put it on her right hand. No, Shannon isn't that ignorant.
I totally was. I got the wrong hand at our wedding.
That's okay.
I fucked it up, but
That's
it was
okay.
also okay because I love you.
I love you too. But unless there's some room for her to express her free will, that'd be a little, no.
Do you also remember the thing I whispered to you at our wedding when we were up on the expression of love that only the two of us would know?
I do.
You do?
I do remember that. I couldn't remember if you had whispered that just to me or said it out loud.
No, it was just to you.
Okay.
Because I don't think I wanted to explain that to anyone else.
Yeah.
Am I going to tell you what it is? No. Let us be gay and happy for a moment.
Yeah.
Jeez, not everything has to... Why are you recording this? As he crossed his arms, muttering, someone knocked on the door. George was snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh!
The old bastard's back.
The old bastard whose voice changes every time he's shown up. Hey, George-kun. Oh, wait, I just gave him regular voice last time. You okay? Got a stomachache or something?
Hey, Uncle Rudolph. It's okay, I'm fine. No need to worry.
Really? Well, that's good then. But you know, you're not straining way too much. You know you're straining way too much. Your ass will burst. Rudolph washed his hands, laughing cheerfully as he left. I was like, is Rudolph gonna be classy and be all like, don't let me help you out here, son. This is important. George, realizing the most embarrassing part hadn't been overheard, relaxed and felt extremely relieved. Kyrie, isn't Rosa here yet?
Who's Kira?
Oh, right. I gave her a vaguely British voice because she...
Not yet. She's pretty late.
It's a good thing the weather's delaying our flight. If the schedule had gone on normally, she would have missed the plane. Oh! There's a difference.
Is it a difference?
I actually don't remember. I didn't think that there was a delay in the very beginning, but I could be wrong. Or if there was, they didn't mention it.
But we also didn't see until Battler got there, right?
That's true. But Badler should be there with these two right now.
Yeah. But I mean, did we see here? We did, when they all got on the plane.
Okay, maybe.
And we didn't see a delay. I don't know. I can't remember if this is a difference or not. I think you might have caught one.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Well, let's see. It's good thing the weather's delaying our flight. If the schedule had gone on normally, she would have missed the plane. What'd she plan on doing then?
Rosa-san is very much an adult now. She'll manage it somehow. No matter how old they get, older brothers always treat their younger sisters like children.
Of course, Dad's a kid, no matter how old he gets. What?
Him.
Him. Oh, it's me. I'm on the screen now. Why does my voice sound so different?
I know, right?
Did someone change my voice? Wait, that's not me. You're not me. What'd you say? If I'm a kid, that'd make you a baby. Oh, what'd you say? If I'm a kid, that'd make you a baby. Come on, Battler-chan, up you go.
Stop it, that tickles. Stop. You look more like two bratty friends than father and son. Look, she's here.
Oh, if it isn't Rosa-san. Maria-chan, long time no see.
Long time no see. Woo woo woo.
Maria, shouldn't that be it's good to see you again? Greet Hideyoshi-san properly.
It's good to see you again.
There you go. Well said. How about some candy as a reward? Oh, huh? Where'd I put it?
I already nicked it.
That's fair. Finders keepers.
Rosa-san, it's good to see you again. It's good to see you too, Maria-chan.
It's been too long, Kirie-ne-san, Hideyoshi-ni-san. And, oh my, Battler-kun, you've shaved. You're ready for Battler. Look how big you've gotten.
No one's gonna know that. No one's gonna know that. Come on. It's embarrassing to hear that from everyone I meet. Hey, Rosa, you're late. If the plane was on time, you'd barely have barely made it.
I'm sorry. We had some trouble making our train connection. So, are we waiting on the weather again?
Oh, don't complain. I much prefer the 30-minute plane trip to spending 6 hours bouncing about on a boat.
What? They're taking a plane to the island?
Didn't they take a plane and a boat last time?
Maybe. It's been so long since we've played the beginning of the game that I'm genuinely forgetting if these are differences that we should be paying attention to or just elaborating on the same set of circumstances.
Even if we're kept waiting here for an hour, it's still much faster overall.
Is that Maria? You sure have gotten big. She's at that growing age.
You haven't seen her for 6 years, right? Of course she's changed. Women are creatures who can be born again in a single day when they have a change of heart. Like witches. Very similar.
What? What'd you say, Mom?
You know, born again.
What? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Single day.
Maria, noticing a big man she didn't recognize mixed in among the relatives, hid behind Rosa's back and glared at Battler. Come on, Battler. Say hi. The last time you met her, she was just 3 years old, so you're practically meeting her for the first time. Yeah, of course she wouldn't remember something like that when she was 3. Hey, Maria. Long time no see. You sure have gotten big?
Maria.
He sounds nothing like me!
This is Battler Oni-chan. He sounds very different nowadays.
He's a replicant!
He got a voice transplant.
Why? Why don't the people on the movie screen understand that danger is imminent? Oh, the humanity!
Rudolph Nissan-san. Understand?
But the son is... Brother is the son.
She was obviously on her guard. After all, it was hardly surprising that she'd be scared if a large guy like Battler suddenly started speaking frankly to her. Battler noticed that as well and thought of various ways he might approach her. Then he spotted the candy she had in her hand. It was the jack-o'-lantern sweet Rosa had brought for her. I see, it's October, so that must be for Halloween. If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank, right? Normally trying to snatch away a sweet from a small child will result in them crying and screaming. The adults seemed dubious about Battler's tactics, but Maria looked unexpectedly pleased, her face splitting into a wide grin.
Halloween. See, Mom, Battler also knows about Halloween. See?
Hey, call him Battler Oni-chan. Sorry, Battler-kun.
No, don't sweat it. Please call me Battler. Because I'll be calling you Maria. Look, Maria, it's Halloween. If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank.
If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank. Yeah.
No, don't trust him. From inside her purse, Maria picked out a jack-o'-lantern sweet similar to the one she had in her hand and presented it to Battler. When Battler accepted it, that seemed to be enough to confirm their friendship. The adults were amazed at how good children can be at getting along with each other. Maria had been throwing attention because she wanted a Halloween festival, so Battler, who knew about trick-or-treating, must have felt like an ally. Her defensive posture from before was completely gone. Now she was all cheery as though they'd been friends for decades. That's right, Halloween's a pretty minor event in Japan. I always see people marching in costume parades on the news from overseas, but never seen it here.
I wanted to wear a costume too. Wanted to say trick or treat with all the cousins wearing costumes.
I see. Next time, let's do it together. Maybe in the costume pack DLC. What would you like to dress up as?
A witch. Beatrice.
I see.
She wants to dress up as you? Isn't that weird?
No, I dress up as me all the time.
But you're a person. You're a person who hangs around. Isn't that weird to be like, I'm gonna dress up as my friend George for Halloween?
No, that's a great idea. Save a lot of money on Halloween. Couples costume, just swap closets.
There you go. Okay, hold on. I know this is kind of unrelated, but just a thought. So, remember how Jessica's not the oldest in the family?
Yeah.
And that was kind of a sore point.
Yeah.
For Kraus, who was trying to conceive with Natsuhi for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the two of them. And what if the reason she looks like Beato is because Beato stepped in to help? He's like, okay, we can't conceive. I'm gonna call. We've tried everything. I'm gonna call him the fucking Golden Witch. Maybe that'll work. And
Sup, it's me, Love Witch Beato. How can I help?
Did you really do that? I need help with love.
You sure do.
Wait, why do you say it like that? I guess that makes sense because she's the love. She knows about love, the singular force that.
Yeah.
Damn, maybe.
Love tastes fruity.
Oh, is that true? For me, it tastes more like a kind of a bitter taste.
Ah, I see.
Like patchouli.
You ever smelled patchouli?
Why have you tasted it?
I didn't say I tasted it. Smell and taste are basically the same thing, Beta.
Fair.
Especially after I hit some of that more witch magic stuff and I have some of that just right over.
Yeah.
How come I don't get to have any? I demand to speak to your manager.
Okay.
We are getting way off point now.
Oh, my lady, what are you doing in such a place? Madam was looking for you.
I'm here because
Sorry, Jessica face again.
I'm here because I don't want to be found.
Oh. Improved.
Anyway, I'm sure she just wants to scold me, like, is your appearance all right? And watch your language. Fuck that.
Without a doubt.
Wait,
That's Jessica now.
you know, when the day of the family conference comes, I always start thinking about this witch for some reason. I don't know why.
And when might that be?
The family conference is the day when everyone related to grandfather gathers. I hear that this time even Battler's going to be coming after 6 years.
I forget, do we know why Battler hadn't... Because he wasn't living with his folks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we know why he wasn't living with his folks?
I don't know, just some sort of animosity toward the old bastard.
Yeah,
in the
okay.
Shiromiya family.
But it was never related on, right? Like, we don't know the exact circumstances.
Yeah, I don't think we do. What if, just like that, some relative who hasn't shown themselves for several decades suddenly shows up, and she's named Beato?
Oh, no. You know what? I hadn't... When we started the game, I didn't have my guard up. So when it was like, oh, Battler hasn't been here in 6 years, I just kind of assumed like, oh, that's just the setup for this. Like, oh, he's the transfer student. Okay, fine. You know, you got to have the fish out of water. But I'm wondering if that means something more sinister now. If, like, him being here is the reason this is all happening, whether unwittingly or no.
Maybe.
There's just no way to know, isn't it? I'm such an inscrutable bastard.
That's what I'm always thinking about.
Could a relative like that really exist?
I mean Beatrice-sama. Nobody knows her background. Could she be grandfather's mistress from long ago? It would explain why I have the same hairstyle. What if one of her descendants suddenly appears and tells us to return the gold we were given or something? Huh? What if that happened?
Hey, Beato, I've got a question.
Yeah,
Did Kinzo hit that?
no comment.
Oh, that's very frustrating but understandable. Kraus-sama and the others will probably discuss the Master's inheritance problem this year too. Once they get so fired up talking about the witch's gold, one could hardly be surprised at the witch herself to show up, no?
Kumasawa-san, I guess you keep quitting and getting rehired, but you've been here as long as Genji-san, right? You know more about Beatrice, don't you?
Who knows? Even if I try to remember, this old woman here can't even recall what she had for breakfast this morning.
Kumasawa-san, you're always dodging with those excuses, but you know something, right? Sometimes you feel kinda devious. Like you know something, and you're laughing behind our back.
Okay, but this is way too obvious. She's just saying it like it's text now, which is like... That's harsh. I don't have any secrets. The only thing I can say is that Beatrice-sama is the Golden Witch. And that she is the other master who controls the night of this island.
Okay, now you're just repeating stuff grandfather said. It must be a pain to play along with grandfather's crap, even though you got paid for it.
However, I can say this much.
What?
In ancient times, Rokkenjima was feared and called Azukishima. Azuki being island is what that meant.
Yum.
Because, you know, just in case you don't speak Japanese. Azuki is said to be a corrupted form of Akujiki, and in fact was also called Akujikashima, Evil Appetite Island.
Yum, I'm hungry already.
Oh no. That is what is told among the fishermen.
Evil appetite, what's it gonna snack on?
What's it gonna snack on? I like how we never finished that show.
Someday.
Someday. It's alright.
I've heard of that about that before. Supposedly there's lots of sunken rocks and shipwrecks around here, so the fishermen got scared and stayed away whenever they could, right?
Oh, evil shadows of spirits settled down in Akujikashima and have been continually eating the souls of people since ancient times. Quite a few people lost their lives because of this island. I think this is Jessica.
And then that monk, the traveling Shugenja or whatever, built that shrine, reposed the souls, and settled them there, right? Sounds pretty crazy, though.
And that shrine with the repose of souls was destroyed by an eerie violet thunderbolt this summer, which tore up the darkness of the night.
Gee, I sure hope no one went out there and broke the sacred mirror.
No, could you imagine if someone had gone out there and broken the sacred mirror?
Yeah, it would be terrible. We
That
might
would-
all get stuck in a fucking horrible murder fest.
Wait. We still don't know what the exact framing device is like here. Is this a time loop or is this what ifs?
I don't know.
Is this just a retelling, not meant to have any causal connection to the one prior out?
I think we'll see.
Okay.
Kumasawa-san, you really like those stories. Okay, sure, it'd be pretty creepy if a thunderbolt took out a shrine. But, well, it was all worn out from the start. Maybe it just got washed away by some big wave.
You know, like the wave. Oh, the evil spirits of Akujikashima woke from their slumber and summoned to Beatrice Sama. If Beatrice Sama happens to pay a visit to the family conference,
If she does?
oh, then you get to meet your mother.
Oh, neat.
Kumasawa fell silent for a moment. Or at least your which would you call matchmaker? No? Come back to me, I'll get it. Kumasawa fell silent for a moment. Jessica was pressing her to keep going, so that gap felt strange and eerie. When Kumasawa-san noticed that Jessica had plenty scared with her silence, she grinned broadly. Well, now I wonder what could happen.
Me too.
What? Don't you know? Aren't you planning this?
No spoilers.
Oh, I hate that. I want to be spoiled. On the plot. Not like in I'm not that big of an asshole.
Who is talking?
I have no idea. Whoa, that sounds great.
Of course. Something. Of course, won't you be able to do better at work if you get a chance to enrich your heart by living the good life every once in a while?
Yep, can't live right unless both your wallet and your heart are enriched after all. Sure, I'll keep that day open. Go ahead and make reservation.
Okay. Don't even think of missing it.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Love you, Kyrie.
That's who it is.
Oh! Okay, that would have been nice. I can't believe we had that entire conversation with completely weird voices.
Oh, we just do that sometimes. It runs in the family.
After kissing the receiver, Rudolph hung up.
You shouldn't do that at football games unless you ask first.
Before his seat, there were several executives with their sleeves rolled up, eagerly awaiting the end of that phone call. Sorry to keep you waiting, boys. Wait. Sorry to keep you waiting. I can't do a good snake, but I tried. Have we heard anything from the States yet?
Yes. You have a call from Dale Watanabe, the lawyer. I'll transfer it.
On the whole, how's it going?
Well, there does seem to be one unfortunate matter. It appears the other party has no intentions of withdrawing from the trial.
Guess there's no fooling them. Please, transfer it here.
Understood. I'll do that right away.
The executive ordered that the external line be transferred to the secretarial office. But once the phone in front of Rudolph rang... Hey there.
Hello. Oh, wait, that's still...
Hey there. Hello. Sorry for the wait. This is Ushiromiya speaking. Thanks. How's it going on your end?
Hello, President Ushiromiya. Let's skip the pleasantries and jump into the main issue. I've got good news and bad news. Which would you like first?
Might as well start with the bad. I hate fighting when there's no dessert.
Me too.
Fair enough.
Anyway, order a cake for after our fist fight. Very well. The bad news is that the other party is getting ready to prosecute.
What just happened? What did they do?
I don't know. Just a few days ago, a similar trial resulted in a decision in favor of the plaintiff. The defendants were using roughly the same arguments we planned to use, but they were rejected in every case.
Oh, that's like... I was trying to wonder why they had a big bottle of orange juice back there. No, that's just a little orange tub.
Darn, I want a big bottle of orange juice.
Yeah, good.
I'm afraid to say it, but if we face the courtroom as we are now, it's extremely likely that each one of our claims will get rejected.
What states have hired Republican governors recently? Let's just move where we're suing them.
But that seems illegal.
It's really not.
Wow, America sure is fucked up.
You can say that again.
America sure is fucked up.
You can say that again.
America sure is fucked up.
Whoa, they really are gonna keep saying that, huh? Beatrice, will they ever get him to stop?
Yeah, let me get the steaks ready.
So trial ended up being a total bust after all. Oh, their position was even more solid than ours. That hurts. Okay, what about the good news?
I managed to contact the executives of the other party. I explained the situation we're in, told them we had no intentions of tarnishing their brand's image, and managed to get an understanding. They'll send us their terms over the next few days. And if these are carried out, they promise to withdraw their charges. This is their proposal according to the number 2 man on their board of directors.
Your impression?
To be honest, I expect their terms will be extremely severe. We estimate that changing the company name and the brand name will be inevitable. Oh my god, it's just a trademark infringement suit. I thought someone got killed.
No.
I think we'll be able to earn some leeway by playing with the amount of settlement money, making a public apology in a major newspaper, and carrying all this out within a reasonable amount of time.
They sure are making this complicated when they could just tell us to go broke.
They only recently switched to a new president, and their groundwork hasn't been completely laid yet. If we resist until the bitter end, they fear the forces opposing the current president won't hesitate to aid their enemies. Hence, their big shots want this matter settled as quickly as possible, too. So we might still have enough leeway to get them to mitigate their terms if it'll lead to a quick settlement.
Either way, are we still looking at a crazy sum of money?
You need to be prepared for that. Even that would be much cheaper than paying punitive damages.
Thank you very much, sir. Please contact me if anything new happens. I'm paying you the big bucks, so no idle chit-chat. Thank you. Goodbye. Rudolph hung up the phone. The executive sitting in the reception seat seemed to have guessed at the contents of that discussion. You guys hear that? I don't know why I didn't take this call in another room. Simply put, they'll forgive us if we can pile up enough money. Now all we gotta do is haggle over the amount of that money.
But President, the likely sum for the settlement Mr. Watanabe indicated is too much. We don't have that much of a margin.
If we'd known this would happen, we never would have started diversifying.
The calculations were that we could escape a capital crisis if we managed to endure for 3 years. I think we'd be stabbed at a time like this. How bad can our luck get?
I guess we fell at the step of the hop, step, and jump. It's enough to make you cry.
We have no choice but to draw the money from the main bank.
Banks are no good. They only bet their money on winners. The economy's improving, but we can't show weakness to the banks.
President, do we have access to any funds that are unaccounted for? For example, several tons of magic gold summoned by an ancient witch. That would prove incredibly useful
That's
right
very
now.
specific, but also yes.
Excellent. Funds we are unaware of?
I wonder how much that rumor about the Ushiromi family is known in the general, or at least in the business populace.
I don't know.
And if they are purposely trying to invoke that against him here.
Maybe.
Like, hey, if you got that magic gold, now's the time to quit it. Do I look like that kind of man? The contents of my wallet are totally exposed to you guys, okay?
Yeah, it's
The account
deeply
book's over there.
inconvenient. Put it back in your pants.
My father always taught me to keep the contents of my wallet in my pants. The account books over there show all of our company has.
In that case, we need to raise money. We need a sponsor who can draw in several million for us as soon as possible. Wait. That was Rudolph. Wasn't it?
Maybe? It's really unclear who's... Because I think there are also multiple voices in the room.
Never mind that.
You know what I mean?
President, couldn't something be worked out with one of your personal connections? President!
Calm down, you bastards. Let me worry about raising the money. You guys just keep the business running without making too much noise. Our accusers are saying they'll let us be if we can show them the money. We've already got thick pipelines in Asia.
Tell me more about your thick pipeline, Rudolph.
I don't want to hear about his thick pipeline. Things will probably be shaky, but we'll be able to maintain our current deals. Basically, if we can just bring the money together, we'll be able to solve all of our problems.
How convenient.
Just you watch. I'll fix all this. I won't leave you out in the cold. Time to start getting your hopes up again. Once this is all behind us, I'll be rewarding all of you guys with a champagne tower.
I want a champagne tower.
I
But
promise
with a
you that.
reasonable amount of champagne, I can't drink a whole tower. So I guess maybe just a couple glasses and it's not much of a tower. What I'm saying is let's get champagne.
Beatrice can have champagne.
Yeah.
Okay. I really want champagne right now.
Yeah.
But all I have is this. All I have is this Brio Coffee Works brand coffee. Nitro Flash chilled coffee.
Excellent product placement.
It's adequate. I think it would have been better if we had served it over ice, but
Maybe.
alas.
It was a different variety. It was a different origin than I thought.
No.
I was
Got
gonna
it.
say.
I feel like I've been staring at you for a very long time before I finish the end of this sentence. You got it? The airplane suddenly shook, probably due to turbulence. Rudolph was jostled awake. He'd woken early that morning and ended up drifting off to sleep while resting in his seat. Oh god! I know the backgrounds are more illustrative than literal, but still. Tiny Kyrie! You can't. The backgrounds in this game are very much meant to just be evocative of a place and not literally position the characters within it. You can't look at it that way.
But I did.
That said, Tiny Kyrie.
That or her torso's a normal height and she's just sitting on the floor.
Yeah, okay.
You okay, dear? You sure you aren't, are you sure you aren't still, pretty sleepy? After all, it seems like you've been really busy with work lately.
Being busy with work is nothing to complain about, right? Once I got nothing left to do, it won't be long before we're out in the cold.
Good point. Now that even Badlercoon's back, we'd be looking at worse than just the two of us going around begging.
Yeah. Our family's all together again for the first time in 6 years. So the leader of our family's got to give it his best if we want to spend some time alone together. When he looked out the window, he saw the airplane had already started to drop in altitude considerably. The fishing boats, which had only looked like black grains a short while ago, were starting to become clearly recognizable. I could prostrate myself sorry. That's a different one. If I could Whoa, that's a different one, Dad. Don't do that one.
Yeah.
It has a very different connotation. If I could prostrate myself before Father and get 10 million yen every time he slugged me, I'd do it a dozen times. Maybe he could just go and die already. He's depended heavily on his financial support, and now I'm after his inheritance. Heading straight to hell. I don't really complain if Father doesn't want to meet the man I become.
Is it just me, or is the old bastard, so far, the least shit of the parents?
Honestly, yeah.
Him and Hideyoshi.
Well, Hideyoshi we haven't seen enough about for me to get a read on him.
I think we have, though. He just loves his family and his kid and wants everyone to be happy and do their best.
But you're right, the old bastard is kind of like, yeah, he's a bit of a bastard, but
he knows what's up.
Right, and it seems less like, how do I put this? He knows the position he's in, and he's not willing, and he's not trying to ask for forgiveness for what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Which still makes him a bastard, but I like him. Once again, you do not plan on making an appearance at the family conference? Nanjo looked at Kinzo's face, sighing. Well, so Nanjo and Genji, yep, are apparently in cahoots with Natsuhi to keep Kinzo from going out to see the family.
Yeah. Though it doesn't seem like Kinzo wants to anyway, so...
Yeah, but I wonder how much of that is... Nanjo looked at Kinzo's face, sighing. Kinzo's eyes remained rooted to a strange book on magic.
I have no intention of joining those vultures in their debate. They can discuss how they'll suck my bones dry on their own. Phrasing. How utterly contemptible.
Oh, I get it now. It's not like the bone as if you were eating a bunch of meat. It is a different kind of bone. That one sucks. I thought I was going to get it by the end, but I'm still confused.
Yeah, that fits.
Mama, how troublesome. Nanjo shook his head slightly. To him, children and grandchildren were lovely things. He believed watching them grow was the only way to truly enjoy old age, so Kinzo's words were very saddening to Nanjo.
If the time comes for me to leave this room, I will show myself. Just as she does not show herself yet.
When Kinzo raised his face, his gaze pointed at the portrait of the witch, which was respectfully displayed on the wall. Kinzo's mind didn't dwell for a moment on the fact that today was the family conference, where all of his beloved relatives would gather. Sold only by the face of the witch in the oil painting, who never smiled except inside the portrait. Everybody knew that interrupting Kinzo when he talked about Beatrice would trigger his wrath.
Today, I will hold a certain ceremony.
No! Don't do it! Huh? Huh? Everyone gets to say, huh? Huh? And what might that be?
Perhaps it is closer to a gamble than a ceremony.
Oh.
After all, magic without risk can never house a miracle. What I'm saying is, it's high-stakes poker night, Doc.
Oh, excellent.
You in?
Oh, I'm always in for a high-stakes poker night.
Okay, good. There's 7 stakes.
I get it. It's really funny, actually. Nanjo had heard Kinzo say this many times before. He might even call it a pet phrase of Kinzo's. Oh, Kinzo has a pet?
Pet phrase, huh?
Apparently believed that magic and miracles could occur if you gambled your own fate with a certain amount of risk and triumph. I wonder what sort of gamble you're making. The man who was once called the Golden Gambler and was now so old he might pass on at any time. This should be well worth watching. Oh, that was your line.
I see. So the secret ritual I have developed after much research appears to be nothing more than a gamble to one unversed in magic such as you. Very well. If I have faith in miracles and win, you will see clearly on this day that all my research did bear fruit, despite it seeming to be little more than the product of my eccentricity. My buttons are packed, man.
Oh, I did not notice that. Is very cool.
If you win, it will all end just as you have already seen.
I do love playing that new arcade game Pac-Man. It only came out like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Very recently.
If you win, it will all end just as you have already seen, as nothing more than something that we skipped.
Oh.
The eccentricity of an old man who might leave this world at any time. Did I already read this line? I don't know.
Oh. Just what sort of gamble could you be planning to make? As a friend, that's about, or ceremony as you called it. Can only pray most sincerely that you achieve victory.
Yes. I thank you.
Speaking of which, Kenzo-san, have you heard that a much longed-for guest will be present at the family conference this year?
Everyone's fucking talking about it. Everybody.
Everyone is talking about Battler.
Or are they?
Or are they?
What?
For once, Kinzo reacted to Nanjo's words and turned around. That's right, Battler came from Rudolph-san's family. A hero becoming after an absence of 6 years. I'm sure he became a splendid boy.
Oh. It's just Battler. I wouldn't call him longed for, exactly. A guest who's failed to show up for a mere 6 years.
Oh, this reminds me of my favorite play, Waiting for Beato. We spent the entire play waiting for Beato to show up, but she never does. I've seen that play. It's pretty okay. After hearing Battler's name and making a disappointed and ill-humored expression, Kinzo turned his back again. I imagine the 6 years went by in a flash for you, considering how you've immersed yourself in your research in this room.
However, we might actually receive a visit from a truly longed-for guest.
Oh, that's foreshadowing. I know that one.
Everything depends on the results of the roulette. The roulette has already started to spin. Will it be rouge or noir?
Oh, unnecessary foreign language. That makes you sound classy.
Tonight, let us enjoy ourselves as we see what kind of miracle the roulette will show us. The payoffs are large, and I don't intend to lose. Beatrice, accept my bet.
Ooh, Beatrice.
100 on black.
At that time, the telephone on the table rang. The piercing sound seemed to irritate Kinzo, and he picked up the receiver to preserve the silence as much as he could.
What is it? I'm busy.
Genji speaking. Everyone has arrived.
What of it? Just serve them some tea or something.
Certainly, I will do so.
1 cup of or something per Kinzo's orders.
Kinzo hung up the phone. He comes up with a bunch of teacups filled with odds and ends.
Random objects.
Like, one has like a cellular phone in it, and another one has like an actual tea cozy in the cup. This one has a thimble in it. Looking at that, Nanjo sighed yet again and shifted his attention outside the window. As he is now, I doubt Kinzo would pay any heed to any sort of guest. Could any guest possibly make Kinzo come out when the time comes, as he said? That's how he left the room. Beatrice lured him out.
Yeah. Beatrice would not have to lure him out. She'd just be like, hey, I'm back. And he'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Gonna kill me? That's fine. Let's go.
Kinzo had a single person in mind, but that was a guest who certainly wouldn't appear. Oh, ho, ho, little did he know. Beatrice, can you get him to shut up, please?
No.
Why not? This is your witch realm. Ugh, why are you like this?
I know, right?
Nanjo stared at the witch of the portrait with her impassive expression, unable to decide whether she was smiling or sad, and then gazed up at the lead-colored sky.
Witch of the portrait, what is your wisdom? Oh?
I don't know, what is Beatrice's wisdom?
Stand in front of this stake
Get
for
laid,
a moment.
get paid every day. That's my wisdom.
Hello.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh no! You're back!
I'm back. So, are all the pieces in place? Shall we line them all up again and start a new game? Any objections from you?
Oh wait, this is Meta Battler, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Nope, none. The witch looked at him challengingly while elegantly smoking her pipe. And Battler? He just rudely shrugged his shoulders as if he didn't care what she did. He didn't meet her eyes, but that didn't mean he didn't intend to challenge her. It showed his clear determination to never be taken in by his bastard's tricks. It was an expression of his determination to fight.
The cheery, upbeat piano music is throwing me.
It's
during
not
this
cheery.
dramatic scene.
It's not cheery. It's filled with determination. It's definitely not cheery. It's definitely like moving towards a crescendo. This is not everything is okay music. This is get fucking pumped music.
Okay. Don't tell me you're jumping into this without a plan.
I don't even know how you'll make your first move, so I've got no plans or anything. Go ahead and move first.
Naturally, I'll do so. How shall I break down your defenses? How many moves will it take to checkmate you?
You guys gonna be long.
Yes.
This looks like it's gonna last longer than that one game of Settlers of Catan.
You can't interrupt me in my monologues. A witch must monologue. It's part of
Okay, fine.
day one. They teach you that on day one. This is where you'll see me at my finest.
No matter what moves you come at me with, I won't believe in you. As long as look at that face. As long as I stand my ground, at that point I won't lose. There's a big difference here between some of these.
Beato looks a lot more crazy.
Yeah,
Here she
but
just looks.
but that's not even like a good crazy face, you know? Like, yeah.
Here she just looks like greater than :3 face.
Yeah, exactly. That means this game's built in a way that makes it impossible for you to win.
Perhaps you're right. However, I'm the one who decides how many times we'll hold this game. We'll repeat it over and over again until I win and you acknowledge your defeat. See? In other words, this is torture, an eternal torture that shall continue until you surrender to me.
Ah ha ha ha.
It shall go on endlessly until you acknowledge me and the existence of witches and witches' toes.
What? That one wasn't part of the agreement. Just come on, Battler. This is gonna take forever. Don't do this. Don't do this, man. Don't. Just stop. Take a break. Then I'll play your game endlessly as many times as it takes until you run out of patience and or toes. I've never lost in a test of stubbornness.
Oh, did a certain witch plant that idea in your head?
I didn't. You can't prove it.
Very well.
I'm tired of listening to you, Rebel. Come on, let's get this bread.
Then let us begin. I already know all of your moves.
Oh no, she already knows all my moves.
A defense doesn't amount to much if the plan behind it is known. Don't think you'll be able to defy me with the same moves.
Beatrice, I've got just one thing to say before we start.
What is it?
Go ahead and say whatever you want. However, whether I believe you is something I'll decide for myself. No matter how impressive this magic of yours is, my soul won't yield to you. You think this is torture for me? You're wrong. Maybe I like licking toes.
Oh, well.
Just not yours.
That's acceptable.
I never said I wasn't a foot guy.
Okay.
I just resent being forced into it.
Then what else could it be?
This is torture for you. Objection, Your Honor! That literally is just Phoenix's Ace Attorney sprite. This is so gay. This is not. It is gay. This is so
Where
great.
was that from?
I said
Where
so
did that
great.
come from? You said this is so gay.
I was trying to say so great, and I just kind of dropped it. But it. Let's be honest. Nick is also kind of gay, so it's all good. Someday you'll surrender to me and give up. Like, it literally is, and I love it. Until then, you'd be tortured over and over again.
How amusing. What an entertaining metaphor.
Is this a courtroom? Where did you two come from?
I don't know, really.
I appear to be in the wrong Let's Play.
Yeah.
I'll show myself out.
Yeah, just step through the interdimensional door
Right,
and
right.
then 2 lefts down, then down the MC Escher stairs.
Right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Torture where we torment each other. Yes, truly amusing.
Oh no, she is a sadist.
Come, shall we begin that torture? Ushiromia Battler.
This music is making me pumped.
It's too cheery.
It's not cheery.
It's very
So it's like upbeat and it has like bright and it's like very bright, but it's not cheery. This isn't music to feel this isn't music to feel like all like happy-go-lucky to. This is music to get yourself pumped to. This is music that's saying shit's about to get real. You can feel euphoric, but you gotta follow through. There's a difference.
You can feel euphoric because you're enlightened, not by some phony god, but by your own reason.
Wait, what is that from?
Oh, it's a meme. I'll show you.
It's a meme? Okay. Well, I think we can end that episode there.
All right.
Yeah, it's an hour 20 minutes. That's fine.
All right.
All right.
What's Beato's first move? Find out next time.
Well, I know what my first move is. Rook to E9.
We're playing Go Fish.
Fuck.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.